Chosen ones, listen carefully, because what I'm about to say will change the way you see your life. Many of you have been struggling, facing challenges that seem never-ending. You've wondered why doors keep closing, why relationships fail, why your peace is constantly disrupted. Today, I am revealing a truth that some people have ignored for too long. Chosen ones, today I am speaking directly to you because the message I bring is urgent, powerful, and life-changing. Many of you have been carrying burdens, facing obstacles, and experiencing setbacks that seem unexplainable. You have asked yourself, why do I keep hitting the same walls? Why do opportunities slip away? Why does peace always seem just beyond my reach? The truth is, there is a reason behind much of the struggle you've endured, and today I want to bring it into the light. There is a woman, yes, a woman, whose influence has affected many areas of your life. I want you to understand that this is not about shame, blame, or gossip. This is about awareness, insight, and taking control of your destiny. The struggles, the delays, the heartbreaks, the confusion, and even the failures. Many of these are connected to her presence, whether directly or indirectly. You may have felt an invisible weight on your shoulders, an energy that drains your spirit, or patterns in your life that keep repeating themselves. Now is the time to recognize that not all battles are visible, not all attacks are open, and not all enemies are obvious. Sometimes the forces that hold us back come in subtle ways through words, actions, or even silent influence. And this woman, whether she is close to you or simply connected to your journey, has played a role in creating obstacles, intentionally or unintentionally. But hear this clearly, chosen ones, you are not powerless. You were never meant to be a victim. You are called, you are chosen, and you are destined for breakthroughs that will leave the world amazed. Recognizing her influence is the first step toward reclaiming your power. Awareness gives you the ability to respond, not react. It gives you the strength to cut through confusion, to remove hidden blockages, and to rise above manipulation, negativity, and disruption. You have the ability to confront the situation spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. And when you do, you take the first step toward freedom. It's time to open your eyes. Pay attention to the signs, the patterns, and the feelings that arise when this influence is near. Pray for discernment, because clarity is essential. The moment you identify the source of your struggles, you can begin to take decisive action. This is not about vengeance, it is about liberation. You are reclaiming what has been stolen from you. Your peace, your focus, your joy, and your purpose. You are cutting the cords that have bound you silently for too long. Chosen ones, do not delay every day. You ignore the hidden forces in your life. The struggles continue, the setbacks persist, and the pain remains. But the moment you confront the truth, the moment you understand the source, the moment you take responsibility for your response, everything changes. You step into your authority, you reclaim your destiny, and you align yourself with the divine plan that has been waiting for you. The power that created the universe resides within you, and no external influence, no matter how strong, can stand against a chosen one who is awake, aware, and ready to act. So, open it now. Recognize the influence, confront the obstacles, and step fully into the life that has been prepared for you. The woman may have been the reason behind your problems, but she is not the reason behind your destiny. Chosen ones, this is your moment. Take it, reclaim your peace, embrace your purpose, stand strong. Your breakthrough is not far away. It begins the moment you open your eyes to the truth. Chosen ones, as we move deeper into this revelation, it is essential that you understand the weight of what I am about to share. Many of you are still struggling to comprehend why certain areas of your life seem stuck, or why the same obstacles keep appearing. No matter how hard you try to overcome them, you may have prayed, fasted, worked tirelessly, and yet the results are delayed. Today, I want to bring clarity to the source of those delays and disruptions. There is a woman whose influence has quietly shaped much of the chaos in your life. She may be someone close to you, someone in your circle, or even someone whose presence seems distant yet impacts your journey in unseen ways. This is not a message of fear, but of awakening. You must understand that life is not always controlled by the visible forces around you. There are spiritual dynamics, hidden intentions, and energies that can alter your path without you realizing it. And this woman, consciously or unconsciously, has been a channel of such disruption. Many of you have felt it. The confusion, the miscommunication, the betrayals, and the repeated patterns that seem impossible to break. These are signs that unseen interference has affected your progress. It is natural to want to ignore it or to justify it, but chosen ones, ignoring the truth does not release you, it traps you. You must confront the reality, acknowledge the influence, and take deliberate steps to reclaim your peace. Recognizing her role is not about blame, it is about empowerment. Once you name the problem, you gain authority over it. Once you see the invisible hand shaping your struggles, you can begin to dismantle it. The power to change your circumstances lies in awareness and action. You must open your heart to discernment and your mind to wisdom. Pray for insight, because clarity will reveal the paths to freedom. The moment you understand the source of disruption, you gain the ability to respond with intention rather than react in confusion. This woman may have caused delays in your career, conflicts in your relationships, and obstacles in your spiritual growth, but she cannot dictate your destiny. Your destiny is divine, chosen, and unstoppable. The sooner you confront the truth, the sooner you reclaim your authority over your life. Remember, chosen ones, life has a divine plan for each of you, and no external influence, no matter how strong or subtle, can prevent it if you stand in your power. It is time to break the cycle of repeated struggles. It is time to release what has held you back. You have the strength, the wisdom, and the courage to rise above this interference. The presence of this woman in your story is only a chapter, not the author of your entire life. You are the author, and you have the pen in your hand. Do not delay in taking action. Open your eyes, recognize the source, and confront it with faith and determination. Step into your power, reclaim your peace, and move boldly into your purpose. The obstacle she represents can no longer control the direction of your life. Chosen ones, you are destined for greatness, and every setback she has caused is merely a setup for your breakthrough. Stand firm, embrace your authority, and let this revelation ignite the transformation you have been waiting for. Your freedom begins the moment you see the truth, and your victory begins the moment you choose to act. Chosen ones, as we step into the third revelation, it is time to go even deeper into the truths that have been hidden from you. Many of you have been asking why, despite your prayers, efforts, and dedication, life continues to feel heavy and filled with obstacles. You have wondered why doors open only to close again, why blessings arrive only to vanish, and why peace seems like a distant dream. The answer, chosen ones, lies not in your lack of effort, but in unseen influences that have quietly shaped your reality. There is a woman whose presence, actions, or intentions have been a central force behind many of your struggles. She may not always be obvious. She may not always confront you directly. Yet her impact has been felt in your relationships, your career, your finances, and even your spiritual walk. Today, I urge you to open your eyes, because recognizing her influence is the first step toward freedom and victory. Many of you have felt the confusion, the tension, and the repeated patterns that make life feel like an endless battle. Perhaps you have noticed opportunities slipping through your fingers, misunderstandings escalating into conflicts, or progress stalling despite your best efforts. These are not coincidences, chosen ones. They are signs of the hidden interference that has been quietly directing the course of your life. Awareness is the key. Once you see the influence, you no longer remain a passive observer in your own story. You reclaim your authority. You recognize that while she may have played a role in creating challenges, she does not have the power to define your future. That power belongs to you, and it belongs to the divine forces guiding your destiny. It is time to confront reality with courage, clarity, and faith. The path to liberation begins when you acknowledge the truth. The presence of this woman may have caused friction in your family, delays in your career, or heartbreak in your personal life. But none of these obstacles are permanent unless you allow them to be. You must rise above the distractions, the manipulations, and the hidden agendas. You must take intentional action to protect your energy, your purpose, and your peace. This is not about anger or revenge. It is about reclaiming control and stepping fully into the life that was always meant for you. You are chosen, you are powerful, and you are destined to overcome. Every challenge she has introduced into your life carries a hidden lesson, a test of your strength, and an opportunity to awaken to your true power. By recognizing her role and understanding the patterns, you gain the ability to break free from cycles of frustration and disappointment. You gain the ability to walk in clarity, make decisions without fear, and pursue your goals with unwavering focus. The moment you confront this truth, you step into alignment with your divine destiny. No person, no circumstance, and no hidden force can hold you back when you embrace the authority within you. Chosen ones, the time has come to take action. Open your eyes to the influence that has been shaping your life. Face it with wisdom and determination. Protect your heart, guard your mind, and reclaim the peace that has been disturbed for far too long. Remember, this woman is a part of your story, but she is not the author of your destiny. You are the chosen ones, and your breakthrough is imminent. Stand firm, embrace your power, and let this revelation guide you to the life you were always meant to live, your freedom, your victory, and your purpose. Begin the moment you choose to see the truth and act on it. Chosen ones, as we enter the fourth keynote, it is time to confront a deeper truth that has been hidden from you for far too long. Many of you have experienced repeated failures, setbacks, and disappointments that seem to defy explanation. You have prayed, you have worked hard, and you have remained faithful, yet life has continued to challenge you in ways that feel overwhelming. Today, I want you to understand that there is a reason behind much of this struggle, and that reason has a face. There is a woman whose influence, whether seen or unseen, has been a central factor in the obstacles you have faced. This is not about blaming, it is about understanding, awareness, and empowerment. When you recognize her role, you begin to reclaim your life, your energy, and your destiny. Many of you have felt the frustration of watching opportunities slip away, relationships fail or progress stall, even when you have done everything right. These repeated patterns are not coincidences, chosen ones. They are signs of influence, disruption, and interference that has quietly shaped your journey. This woman, whether she has acted consciously or unconsciously, has been a channel through which challenges and complications have entered your life. She may have caused confusion in your relationships, instability in your finances, or emotional distress that seems never ending. The first step toward breaking free from this cycle is recognition. Awareness gives you power, and once you see the source of the struggle, you can begin to take decisive action to remove it from your life. You must understand that no one can control your destiny unless you allow them to. This woman's influence may have slowed your progress, but it does not define who you are or where you are going. Chosen ones, you are divinely appointed to rise above these obstacles, and your breakthrough is already written in the divine plan. Every struggle, every delay, and every hardship carries a lesson designed to strengthen you, sharpen your focus, and prepare you for the greatness that awaits. By recognizing the truth and confronting the source of disruption, you step into your authority and reclaim what has been lost or delayed. Now is the time to act. Open your eyes, chosen ones, and discern the patterns and signs that have been affecting your life. Pray for clarity, seek wisdom, and take deliberate steps to protect your peace. This is not a call for vengeance or anger. It is a call for empowerment, focus, and determination. You are reclaiming your energy, your relationships, your finances, and your spiritual alignment. You are taking the reins of your life and steering it toward the destiny that was always intended for you. Remember, chosen ones, this woman may have been the reason behind many of your challenges, but she is not the reason for your destiny. Her influence is temporary, but your power is eternal. When you confront the truth, recognize her role, and act with clarity and purpose, you release yourself from the chains that have held you back. You step into a life of freedom, abundance, and divine alignment. So, chosen ones, rise up and open the door to your breakthrough. Confront the hidden forces, reclaim your authority, and step boldly into the life you were created to live. The struggles she introduced were never meant to define you. They were meant to refine you. Your peace, your purpose, and your victory. Begin the moment you see the truth and act upon it. Stand strong, stand firm, and let your destiny unfold. You are chosen, and nothing can stop the life that has been prepared for you. Chosen ones. As we step into the fifth keynote, it is time to confront the reality that has been quietly shaping your life. Many of you have been asking yourself why certain patterns keep repeating, why challenges appear at every turn, and why the blessings that should be yours are delayed. The truth is that there is a woman whose influence has been a significant factor in many of the struggles you have faced. This is not about placing blame in a harmful way, but about awakening to the truth so that you can reclaim your power, your peace, and your destiny. You must understand that life is rarely random. There are forces, seen and unseen, that affect our journey, and this woman has been a channel of interference, whether she realized it or not. Many of you have experienced confusion, heartbreak, betrayal, and missed opportunities that feel inexplicable. Perhaps you have felt drained by relationships that should have lifted you up, or you have watched opportunities slip away despite your dedication and faith. These repeated patterns are not coincidences. They are signs of influence and disruption that have held you back. It is time to recognize her role in these challenges so that you can take the steps necessary to regain control. Awareness is your first weapon. When you understand the source of your struggles, you gain the power to confront it with purpose and wisdom. You no longer allow your life to be dictated by unseen forces or hidden agendas. Chosen ones, it is important to remember that no external influence can define your destiny unless you allow it. This woman may have caused temporary setbacks, delays, or confusion, but she cannot dictate who you are or what you are capable of achieving. You are divinely appointed to rise above obstacles, and your breakthrough is already prepared for you. Every challenge she has introduced into your life carries a hidden lesson, an opportunity to strengthen your resolve, and a chance to awaken the power within you. Recognizing this truth allows you to take control and move forward with authority, confidence, and clarity. Now is the time to act decisively. Open your eyes, recognize the signs of interference, and take deliberate steps to protect your peace and energy. This is not a call for revenge or negativity. It is a call to empowerment. Reclaim your relationships, your finances, your spiritual alignment, and your mental clarity. Step into your power and take responsibility for your life. When you confront the truth, you no longer remain trapped in cycles of frustration and disappointment. You rise above the chaos and reclaim the life that was always intended for you. Remember, chosen ones, this woman may have been the reason behind many of your struggles, but she is not the reason behind your destiny. Her influence is temporary, but your divine power and purpose are eternal. The moment you recognize her role, confront the challenges she represents, and act with determination, you release yourself from the limitations that have held you back. You step into freedom, abundance, and victory. You reclaim the life that belongs to you. So, rise up, chosen ones. Open your eyes to the truth. Confront the hidden forces. Reclaim your authority. Step boldly into your destiny. The obstacles she introduced were never meant to define you. They were meant to refine you. Your breakthrough, your peace, and your divine alignment begin the moment you acknowledge the truth and act upon it. Stand firm, embrace your power, and let the life that was prepared for you unfold. You are chosen, and nothing can prevent the greatness that is yours, chosen ones. As we reach the sixth keynote, it is time to confront a deeper truth about the struggles that have been following you, the obstacles that seem insurmountable, and the repeated patterns that have kept your life from moving forward. Many of you have asked, why does life feel so heavy? Why do opportunities pass me by? Why does it feel like I am constantly battling forces I cannot see? The answer, chosen ones, lies in the hidden influences that have quietly shaped your journey. There is a woman whose presence, actions, or intentions has been a central factor in many of the challenges you have faced. This is not a message of blame, but of awareness, revelation, and empowerment. The moment you recognize her influence, you take the first step toward liberation and the restoration of your peace and power. Many of you have felt drained, frustrated, and confused by situations that seem to repeat themselves no matter how hard you try. You may have invested time, energy, and prayers into relationships, careers, or personal goals, yet found that progress is blocked, delayed, or sabotaged. These are not coincidences, chosen ones. These are signs of interference, energies and intentions that have been quietly shaping your reality. This woman, whether consciously or unconsciously, has acted as a channel through which these disruptions have entered your life. The first step toward freedom is to recognize her role, understand the patterns, and reclaim your authority over your life. Awareness is your most powerful weapon. Once you see the source of the struggle, you are no longer a passive participant in your story. You regain control, clarity, and the ability to act decisively. You must understand, chosen ones, that no one can dictate your destiny unless you allow it. While this woman may have created confusion, delays, and challenges, she cannot determine the outcome of your life. Your destiny is divine, preordained, and unstoppable. Every challenge she has introduced carries a lesson, a test, and an opportunity for you to rise. These obstacles are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to refine you, strengthen you, and awaken the power within you. When you face the truth with clarity, discernment, and faith, you step into your authority and take charge of your life. You no longer allow hidden forces to dictate your peace, your focus, or your progress. Now is the time to act with courage and determination. Open your eyes to the signs, recognize the influence, and take intentional steps to protect your energy and your purpose. This is not about anger, revenge, or resentment. It is about empowerment, liberation, and stepping fully into your God-given destiny. Reclaim your relationships, your finances, your spiritual alignment, and your mental clarity. Take control of the narrative of your life and refuse to allow anyone, no matter how influential, to hold you back. Remember, chosen ones, this woman may have been the reason behind many of your struggles, but she is not the reason behind your destiny. Her influence is temporary. Your power, your purpose, and your breakthrough are eternal. The moment you confront the truth, recognize her role, and act with wisdom and determination, you release yourself from the chains that have held you back. You step boldly into freedom, abundance, and victory. So rise up, chosen ones. Open your eyes to the truth. Confront the hidden forces and reclaim the life that was always meant for you. The obstacles she created were never meant to define you. They were meant to refine you, your breakthrough, your peace, and your divine alignment. Begin the moment you see the truth and act upon it. Stand firm, embrace your power, and let your destiny unfold. You are chosen, and nothing can stop the greatness that is already yours. Chosen ones, as we step into the 7th keynote, it is time to face a truth that many have avoided, ignored, or simply failed to recognize. Many of you have been asking why life seems to hold back your blessings, why progress comes so slowly, or why challenges keep appearing despite your efforts, prayers, and faith. Today I want to bring clarity and revelation. There is a woman whose presence, influence, or intentions has been a hidden factor behind many of the struggles in your life. This is not about blame or negativity. It is about awakening to the truth so that you can reclaim your power, your peace, and your divine purpose. The moment you recognize her influence, you take the first step toward breaking free from the cycle of frustration and delays that have plagued your journey. Many of you have experienced repeated patterns, relationships that fail, opportunities that vanish, conflicts that escalate, and situations that never seem to resolve. These patterns are not coincidences, chosen ones. They are the result of unseen forces that have been quietly shaping your reality, and this woman has played a role in channeling those disruptions, whether through direct interference, subtle manipulation, or simply by being a source of confusion. Her impact has affected your progress. The key to your liberation is awareness. Once you see her influence for what it is, you gain the power to act, to reclaim your authority, and to take control of your destiny. You are no longer a passive participant in your own life. You become an active agent of change. Chosen ones, it is critical to understand that no external force, no person, and no hidden influence can define your destiny unless you allow it. This woman may have caused delays, frustration, or even heartbreak, but she does not have the power to determine your future. Your destiny is divine, preordained, and unstoppable. Every obstacle she has introduced into your life carries a lesson, a test, and an opportunity for you to rise above. These challenges are not meant to break you. They are meant to refine you, strengthen your spirit, and awaken the power that has been within you all along. By recognizing the truth, you reclaim your authority, your energy, and your purpose. You move forward with clarity, confidence, and unwavering faith. Now is the time for action, chosen ones. Open your eyes, discern the patterns, and confront the influence that has been shaping your life. Protect your peace, guard your mind, and step boldly into your God-given authority. This is not about revenge, anger, or bitterness. It is about empowerment, liberation, and taking control of your destiny. You must reclaim your relationships, your finances, your spiritual alignment, and your mental clarity. Take back the life that has been delayed and disrupted, and step fully into the purpose that was always meant for you. Remember, chosen ones, this woman may have been the reason behind many of your struggles, but she is not the reason behind your destiny. Her influence is temporary. Your power, your purpose, and your divine calling are eternal. The moment you recognize her role, confront it with wisdom, and take decisive action, you release yourself from the limitations that have held you back. You rise into freedom, victory, and divine alignment. So stand up, chosen ones, open your eyes to the truth, confront the hidden forces, and reclaim your life. The obstacles she has introduced were never meant to define you. They were meant to refine you. Your breakthrough, your peace, and your destiny begin the moment you acknowledge the truth and act upon it. Stand strong, embrace your power, and let your divine purpose unfold. You are chosen, and nothing can stop the greatness that is already yours.